G'day guys, welcome back to Alliance War, the final war of Season 26. And hopefully the final war of Protect, man, jeez. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting season. Definitely our least successful. Personally, we've had 3 deaths, and as well as the Alliance, we slipped down to Platinum 2, but it was half expected given how much personnel we lost over the off-season. But yeah, we're finally here. It's the final war. We're up against Revolution over Death. They were Platinum 2 Alliance last season, so yeah, I don't think we've been against them before, but yeah. We're starting off with a Red Goblin, and the team today is Doom, Doc Ock, and Professor X. Doom and Professor X obviously both rank 3, and Doc Ock the 5-star. So this Red Goblin has steady build-up Fury. That's not an issue at all. That's a irrelevant node. Same with Heavy Hitter as well. We can just parry him easily. But we've got to be mindful of Power Alternator, because I'd rather him not throw Special 2. I just want to stick to him debating that Special 1. It's much easier. I'm much more comfortable dexing that. So we want to dump our power bar, our power and our specials right before the Power Alternator timer resets, which is like every 20 seconds, I think. So yeah, it's a pretty chill warm-up fight for Doom. We've got 9 fights in total this war, so equaling the most fights we've had in a war with 9. We took 91 fights this season, which is the most I've taken in the season by quite a bit actually. I think previously I've been taking around the 70 to 75-ish number of fights, so it was quite a big step up. Mainly because of the path switch from Path 3 to Path 4. There's a lot more fights in the middle. And a lot of alliances just place more on Path 4 than Path 3. And I'm also taking more minis. This season I took a lot of the left side. Most wars I took the whole left side, or at least 2 of the 3 on the left side. And before I was usually just taking the Hazard Shift and the Regen mini. So enough about that. So this fight is Power Snack Sorcerer Supreme. I thought I could get to a Special 3 before she could, but we were just a tiny bit short, and she did throw her Special 3 before we could get to ours. So it was just poor management of my specials and hers. Probably should have, let her get to a Special 3 first and throw in a Special 1 or something, just to make it easier for ourselves. But no, that didn't happen. The biggest thing we want to worry about in this fight is Sorcerer Supreme's slow. So she's going to place that on us whenever she throws a special during her power gain phase. So we don't want that to happen, because by placing a slow on us, that stops us from getting our aura up, which is our main source of control over the fight. So whenever she has the power gain and phase up, we just want to be super defensive. We don't want to let her throw any specials at all. You see, I'm holding block a lot here, so that doesn't happen. Now it's fine because she's in her Fury phase, and I get ready to throw a Special 3, and I hit the Special 3, but no, apparently she hit hers first, so we eat 2 Special 3s in this fight. This was a total disaster. In fact, this whole run of fights was a disaster, apart from that Red Goblin fight. We're taking the first 4 fights on one set of boosts, all with Dr. Doom. And yeah, this was where it just went all downhill, and it didn't get much better after this in the next 2 fights. This got us, yeah, so she got us all down to 25%. We get about half of that back with adrenaline. Thank the Lord for adrenaline, man. Oh, that saved me so many times this season and in previous seasons with my 6 stars. So now the fight's pretty much under control. She does put the slow on us, which isn't ideal, since like I said, that gets rid of our aura, but it is free willpower healing, and she is pretty close to the end. I'm pretty confident that 1 Special 3 will get her most, if not all the way down. And regardless if we have the aura or not, it will still passively stun her. So yeah, we are getting quite a bit of health back from willpower actually, even though we are missing a few parries. So at this point, I'm just trying to bait out special attacks and getting the most we can out of that willpower healing. And right there, the slow wore off, so there's no point waiting around any longer. We're just going to go straight into a special 3. So yeah, very, very poor fight on my behalf. I thought I had a clear game plan going in, but I think I rushed into the fight without really, really being aware of what I should be doing and when. Planning for backup recovery and all that sort of stuff. And now, so yeah, so we are pretty heavily boosted for these fights. Where we got a Mystic Power boost and a Special Attack boost, as well as green 30% boost and attack and health boost. We got the whole works on. So now we've got a Guardian on the Mixmaster node. I don't think I've seen a Guardian here. It's a good placement for me because I can't dodge a special one half the time. I don't know what it is about his special one, but I guess I just need to practice against him more. I think we only get hit by it once this fight though, and it does take us down to about 70%, but we get a tiny bit of health back from willpower. I think we only get hit by once, so we basically just want to stick to medium, light, heavy combos. Because of Mixmaster, we can't throw full combos obviously, because he's going to evade, and we don't have a strong evade counter. That is one of Doom's weaknesses, but it's not a problem. We can just play around Mixmaster. Fortunately for us, he does have power focus 1, so we don't really have to worry about him ever getting to that special 2, which is much more of a pain to deal with, especially combined with aggression prowess that boosts that special attack damage. But yeah, we do want to go for the special 3 when we can, just to get the Fury, because this is quite a long fight with Doom. But it is very safe, Magneto can probably do the fight much quicker and much easier, but I wasn't just going to bring a Magneto for this fight when Doom can do it without much trouble. Provided you can actually text the special 1. So we're just going to be continuing our rhythm here. He's down to about 40%. I thought I could get to the special 2 in time before the aura ran out, but it kind of screws us over with power focus 1. We're not able to steal as much power as we normally are after a special 3. And I think we are going to go for a special 2 here. And the Incinerates obviously aren't going to do that much damage. I didn't check his Sig ability, but he has quite a bit of energy resistance. But I'm just banking on the actual hits to get him down. And we do get one crit that does the job. So yeah, it took a bit of time, just over 2 minutes, but he went down eventually. I had quite a few just long fights today. So, like I said before, this war was kind of a dead rubber. We didn't really need to win to improve our position or anything. Actually, it turns out we did. I'll talk about that later though. But we were going to finish Platinum 2 no matter what, no matter if we won or lost. But next up we have a Void on the Footloose Mini. Not a terrible placement, but Doom can handle him pretty well. I think Void does much better on on node 39, or even the Hazard Shift Mini. But we're going to be pretty much just slowing down, or just not slowing down our combos, but just being very particular about when we're going to throw our 5-hit combos, because we want to make sure that we reach the multiple of 10 hits when that debuff timer is on us. You see it's on us now. We get to 20 hits, boom, it's off. And obviously we just want to keep on top of our heavies because he has Footloose, and so just keeping that stagger up whenever he throws a special, that unstoppable buff and an evade buff are going to be nullified. And yeah, so here I was waiting for his debuff timer to get on me, and just as it went on me, he threw a special 2, and I just wasn't ready for it. I was just waiting to throw my special 3. So we get hit by a special 2, and that places some Dark Sting debuffs on us, and that's not good. They do, and a degeneration. We get 2 degeneration debuffs on us. So we purify the Dark Sting, but those degenerations are ticking for quite a bit, and as well as Void's, extra passive damage on top of that. So we're able to. I don't know why we didn't purify that one. I'm not an expert on Void, but I guess we can't purify that one. Oh no, sorry, we purified the timer that was on us, I think. But we've taken a lot of damage in this fight. This was our last Doom fight, I think. I think it's our last Doom fight. So we didn't have to heal him up afterwards, but yeah, it was a really poor fight. Like I said, this whole run of 4 fights was just pretty poor from me overall. Obviously, I hadn't used Doom. Obviously, I haven't used Doom enough recently. Yeah, he got the job done eventually. Doom's just so tanky as a rank 3. You know, no one's gonna crit against him unless you're, I guess, like a hit monkey or whatever. And yeah, he's just such a beast for so many fights. So now we have it's only a 5-star Wasp on steady build up, unblockable, and spry. We're going to be going with the Professor X. Once he gets 25 charges, she's not going to evade at all, which is awesome. They were running max Limber as well, so we weren't able to get in as many charges from our heavy as we normally would. But we can you know, bait out that falter attack, so we're able to get to 100 right there. She was playing very passive, so we're at 100 right now, and we go into a mind control cycle. Throw 1 special, throw a second. Nothing's crit yet. We get the first crit there. Go for 12,000, 16, and then we were just below a special there, but we get up to it now, and I think we finish off with this special here. Oh no, we just go with a heavy attack. So yeah, really clean fight overall. Professor X is a insane evade counter. And then next up we have a Black Widow Clairvoyant. Now, just looking at the team, it doesn't seem like we have an amazing counter. We're going to go in Professor X. We pretty much want to just push her to a special 2 and hopefully just not have to deal with any special ones. And we want to get to a special 3. And like a genius, we miss a parry there, so that wasn't a great start at all. We lose 40% of our health. But obviously Black Widow can nullify our prowess buffs just by us, you know, hitting her. So we want to ideally finish her just with a special 3, or if not a special 3, the special 2 right after. So that's what we want to do. We did get a bit of healing back from Crumbling Armor and her buff immunity debuff. We get it to a special 2 again. So the fight's going exactly how you want it to right now, apart from that early missed parry. We're able to heal up a bit more, and I just want to cheese a bit of healing out of it while I can, until we get back into the corner. Really, there's no reason why not. We get a little bit of health back. We are going to be using Professor X for one more fight after this. So we get all the way up to 83%. We were down to 60 at one point. And we're at the special 3. This takes her most of the way down, I think. No, I only took her down like 25, but we got 3 prowess, 4 now with a special 2. And that was more than enough to finish her off. And that gives us our 3rd Cerebro charge, which would be handy for the next fight. So I think, yeah, a lot of us had given up. I hadn't given up, just I just wanted to, you know, maintain my somewhat clean record of 3 deaths. And they, just credit to them. For a Platinum 2 Alliance, only dying 7 times at this point was an amazing effort. So, yeah, congratulations to Revolution for pulling this off. And now for the dreaded rematch between Otto and Hyperion. So I just made sure to have a really clear head going into this fight, because I know I can do with this fight, and we're going to be going with just a slightly altered strategy. We're just going to be pretty much spamming heavy the entire time. We will have the special 3 as backup, but ideally we won't be throwing the special 3 at all. We have plenty of reach to get him down within 5 minutes, and we aren't boosted at all just because I'm worried about triggering rage on our heavy attack. But you see, because we see we're nowhere near triggering rage. The rage threshold was around 5,000. The heavy's only detonating for about 3,800. But you can see we're nailing so many perfect parries. So the reason that is well, not right now, but so Dr. Octopus's chemistry research, which is that purple icon, you see it's at 40 now, 80 because we just landed a parry. That builds by us blocking or parrying. And so when it gets to 100, you get an extra 2100 block proficiency for a 5-star rank 5. And that scales. So at 50 chemistry, you get an extra 1050. And then at 100, you get the full 2100. Now, Doc Ock's base block proficiency is about 5400, I think. No, sorry, not 5400. 3500, I think. But with the extra 2100, that boosts it so much. Now, compared to all other 5-stars, Doc Ock's around 96th, I think, as far as block proficiency goes for rank 5s. With the extra 2100, which is very easy to maintain. It's very easy to maintain 100 chemistry for a large portion of any fight you do with Doc Ock. That bumps him up all the way to 5th. 5th overall in block proficiency. That's only behind the 3 Captain Americas, OG Cap, Cap World War II, and Cap Infinity War, and Red Skull. Every other champion in the game, this guy's better block proficiency at 100 chemistry. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're nailing so many perfect parries. And it's something that a lot of people just aren't aware of. But it's one of the small things that makes Doc Ock such a strong champion. And such an underrated champion, because it's not a thing that's very obvious. Just looking at his base stats. So we're able to spam a few heavies in the corner. We miss parry there. But, you know, all the parries that we are landing are magical. And we are going to finish off with a special 3. Just to flex on this guy. And to show that we're never going to die to him again. So yeah, it was definitely a longer fight than it was using my previous method, because the previous method allows us to be much more aggressive, spamming that special 1, but you know, the special 1 can trigger rage, so we didn't go for that strategy this time. So 2 more fights. The next one is the Hurt Locker mini boss. They placed a Nick Fury here. This is actually quite a common placement, but we haven't seen him here this season. We have fought him before with Guillotine 2099. That was before I started recording videos, and also Omega Red. Now Omega Red is a much better counter to this fight, but Professor X isn't far behind. Obviously, being a mutant, he's instantly much better against Nick, even when we do miss parries like that and take unnecessary bleed damage. But you know, luckily he only placed the medium bleeds on us, not the dreaded light bleed. And I forgot that his specials were unblockable. His special 1, so the first hit is unblockable, so we did eat that. We were blocking, so it did break through our block. We were able to dodge at that time. So we're at 100 charges, and I saw very early that he was running suicides, which is amazing for us. That's just extra damage that we can get away. Actually, it was actually only half suicides. He only had the bleed, but it's also recoil, so that's just an extra bonus to us. But I pretty much want to kill him off his first life before we even throw any special attacks, because this is the much easier way to get damage in through our basic attacks. You know, he's not stun immune or anything, so we save to a special 3. And at this point, we just want to kill him off the rest of the way through his first life, just using 5-hit combos or heavy attacks. And then once we get to his second life, we're just going to back off and let him degen to 30%. And then pretty much just finish him off with a special 3 and a special 2 if we need to. It's not the quickest way to finish him off, I don't think, but it's definitely the safest way, and it's what I planned for. And that's just what we're going to do. I'm not super familiar with the Professor X versus Nick matchup, you know, like in general, so it was a pretty new fight for me, but I think we had a pretty clear way of how we wanted to approach this fight, and I think we executed it reasonably enough, even though we did miss a parry and we ate a special 1 because it was unblockable at the start. So he's down to 30% now. We heavy charge into a special 3. So we do have 3 Cerebro charges. Those boost our special damage even more on top of the heavy boosts we're running. And this special 3 gets him all the way down to 3%, and then we just do a little tap with the special 2, and that's lights out for Nick. So yeah, Professor X had a pretty solid war today. Lots of fun fights. Lots of fun fights. He's very fun to use in war. As is Doc Ock on this fight. So we've seen this fight a couple times. This is the 3rd time we've fought a Mangog here. We've also fought him on the kinetic transference fight, but this is a dream matchup for Doc Ock. Mangog has that passive power gain, so that just builds up our physics research super quickly. You can see it's constantly ticking at 100 because he's trying to gain power. So we're just going to be spamming heavies, detonating that power lock, and so it reapplies itself as soon as it removes. And we're able to just heavy spam up to a special 3. Now the fight's well and truly under control. You know, we have the extra 2100 block proficiency. We have the extended power lock. There's not much that can go wrong. He does have a special 1, but that's not a big deal. We had the extended power lock that lasts for 13 seconds, I think. So even with a special 1, we still have plenty of time to launch our special 1, because we are stealing about 25% of his power that he's gaining, which doesn't sound like much, but it does add up over time. And it is a bit more because he did get to 1 bar of power, so Aspect of Evolution bumps up his power gain even more, so it's just more for us to steal. We did trigger Protect on that special 1, but it's not a big deal. We can just intercept him there with an easy backdraft and keep on going. And with these boosts, I think we probably would have been triggering Rage against that Hyperion just. So that's why I didn't boost. I think maybe with small attack boost we could have avoided it, but I didn't want to take the risk. And yeah, it was a pretty clear loss for us overall. I think we even left a fight up. It was just a lot of people are giving up. We are losing a few people after this season. But yeah, we took 9 fights, we soloed them all, so we got a 91-3 record for the season, which is a solo rate of about 96.8%, I think it was. So definitely my worst season by far, but hopefully we improve with a brand new season in about a month, and hopefully we see a lot of changes to Alliance War, because they definitely are needed. But yeah, that was the season. Congratulations to the top 3. Well-deserved winners, of course, with all their rank 3s. But yeah, this was probably the lowest you're ever going to see us as far as season places go. I don't think we'll ever be lower than this. It's probably rock bottom for us, but that's okay. It means we've got nothing to lose. We just got to look up from here. All right, so now for the rewards. Now for what you've been waiting for. So we do have 15,000 shards, 6-star shards. We're not going to be opening the 5-star shards because we're hoarding a few of those shards for a mutant skill opening to try and get Apocalypse. So we're going to be opening the 2 10% to the tier 5 CC crystals. I'm close to forming a Cosmic because I wouldn't mind that, but I'm really just hunting for skill the most. We have about 70% of a skill formed for Falcon, so I just want to get skill as quickly as possible, really. The first one is Tech. That's an absolutely horrible pull. If you know my Tech situation, I already have 3 rank 3 Tech champions and a 4th fully formed Catalyst, so it's probably just going to go to rank 4 Warlock whenever that happens. Yeah, it's not ideal. And then the next one's going to be Mystic. So it's not good or bad, really. It's kind of neutral. We did just recently rank 3 Sorcerer, so we don't have much Mystic. We have not yet, not even half. And we're already about half of the way to forming our 5th Tech Catalyst. So yeah, I'll just quickly show what I'm working with tier 5 CC wise for now. I'm considering putting that Tech tier 5 into Howard the Duck, I'm getting more used to him. He's definitely someone I slept on for a few weeks. But yeah, that's the only one we have fully formed at the moment. All right, now for the 6 stars. So yeah, I'm not going to go for the featured. I think I've been like eternally haunted by the last featured batch, trying to hunt for Apocalypse and Ghost and whatnot, and Professor X. Even though we got Professor X now, it took a while to get him. So just going to be opening 2 basic crystals. Really, Apocalypse is probably the one we're hunting for the most, but really it's just any rank 3 worthy champions would be nice. And we're just going to start off with a rogue. It's okay. It's nothing special. She's our 80th 6-star now. But yeah, I know some people absolutely love this champion. I'm really not a fan of her. Just in, you know, how aggressive you have to be in order to maintain her stolen buffs and whatnot. But yeah, it's a new champion, whatever. We'll take it. Alright, number 2. Let's see what we get. And it's gonna be another rogue. Wow, so back to back of the same champion. You don't normally see that. We did pull back to back Captain America Infinity Wars a couple weeks ago, but yeah, back to back rogues isn't quite as good. And her duped ability is okay, but nothing special. So yeah, 2 of the same champs from you won't see that very often, but there you go. But so that's what I have to show for this season. A duped rogue and a bit of tech tier 5 CC and a bit of mystic tier 5 CC. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it. I had a lot of fun actually recording this season. Taking a bunch of new fights I'd never taken. I definitely learnt a lot. And I said earlier, I really hope they do something with Alliance 4 at the moment, because it's very stale. I'm expecting big things in Season 27, but yeah, thank you for watching this video. I know it was a very long one, but I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.